It used to be a simple formula. If you got a good education and worked hard at your job, you'd have enough left over to support a family and see you through to the end. Today it's all fallen apart. You'll be lucky to even retire at all. Every single part of the American dream has been stripped away. Kids growing up 50 years ago had a pretty easy time. For most people, a high school diploma was enough to almost guarantee them a good place in society. Nearly every job was well paid enough to support a family on just one income. Once you were in your 60s, you most likely paid off your house, and your pension would be good enough to comfortably retire. But it's a different story today. Nowadays, a college degree or years of specialist training is the bare minimum to find a place in the dwindling middle class. Today, nearly all companies use automated systems to reject most of the applications before anyone else ever reads them. It's already over. 50 years ago, a high school diploma was enough to put you on the path to a comfy retirement. You're still going to be hard pressed to retire before your body simply gives up. Now there's a bunch of reasons for this, but immigration is one. Western healthcare systems and other vital industries pretty much run on migrant labor. With so many other options, it isn't surprising that companies don't care about keeping their employees around anymore. It used to be the case that companies would reward their employees if they stayed in the job. Before, when single jobs used to pay enough to let you and your family live comfortably, it was different. If you didn't want to, you didn't have to climb the ranks to make a good life. You were just names and numbers on a spreadsheet anyway. Today, you'll be lucky if your raise even matches the inflation rate. No matter what people say online, in truth, we're not really any less hardworking than before. But even the pensions are worse today. They've become yet another thing for the finance industry to suck money out of. Back then, the principal was small, so it wasn't long before their entire mortgage was paid off for the house. It's a selfish move pushed forward by a small minority of people. Lots of people will never be able to afford to buy. They'll be stuck renting. While wages are beginning to catch up to some things like food prices, it's too little too late. With more and more people coming into the West, more pressure on government services, a massively aging population that won't be sustainably lifted by Generation Z, it will cause massive tension in the West. And without any hope, people will do anything and support anyone who says they can make things better, no matter the cost. Automation is coming. It doesn't matter how many people will lose their jobs, it's an unstoppable economic truth. Most of the factories in the West closed long ago, and today they're on the brink of extinction because of automation. Soon, AI will be able to replace drivers entirely. We'll see them on the main highways very soon. AI is better than most people. Some estimates put the amount of jobs lost to AI in the relatively near future at 300 million. So what happens to all of the people who do eventually get replaced? For the first time, the machines that are replacing jobs are smarter than we are. We've seen that over the past 50 years, the world has become less designed for people and more for machines and the profit they make. The economy will eventually recover from the chaos of the past 2 decades, but we won't see the benefits.